Hey, I'm Lyndall and welcome back to Monday Mindfulness Expanded. This week's affirmation and thought pattern are: I honor my essence. My authentic self is the greatest gift to the world. So let's dive in. There was a time in my life where I kept shape-shifting to fit into different rooms. I'd soften my voice here, tone down or shut out my spirituality there. I would avoid saying too much, just in case I was received in the wrong way. And I thought I was being adaptable. I thought I was being professional and easier to like. But what I was really doing was erasing myself. And one day I realized if I have to leave parts of myself at the door, I'm not truly being welcomed. I'm just being tolerated. The moment I started honoring my essence, showing up as all of me, the right people stayed and the wrong ones faded away. And I stopped performing for a world that never really saw me anyway. So maybe you guys have felt that too, that dull ache of not quite fully being seen. Not because others didn't want to, but because you didn't let yourself be seen. But here's the truth. Your essence isn't too much. It's medicine. And the world doesn't need another polished version of who you think you should be. It just needs you, fully, truthfully, beautifully, just as you are. We live in a world that teaches us how to shapeshift before we're ever taught how to self-honor, how to self-love. From a young age, we're rewarded for being agreeable, for being likable and predictable, not authentic. And so what do? Well, we start to believe that who we are isn't quite enough, or maybe even it's too much. But the essence of who you are, the real, raw, radiant you, isn't here to be filtered. It doesn't need to be fixed. And it definitely doesn't need to be diluted. And you're not a brand. You're not a personality. You are simply a frequency. Honoring your essence means making peace with your truth, even if it doesn't make sense to anybody else. It means choosing alignment over approval, choosing expression over expectation. Your authentic self is not something you find. It's something you uncover underneath the masks, the patterning and the conditioning, the shoulds. Because you're not behind, you're not late, and you're definitely not broken. You're unfolding exactly as you're meant to. Peeling back the layers, coming home to your essence, one simple truth at a time. When you honor your essence, you don't need to force your way into any situation, into any room. You become a resonance that draws the right people to you. And it's not about arrogance or entitlement. It's about attunement. Because you're not here to blend in. You're here to remind others what's possible when a person fully comes home to who they are. So this week, I want you to notice where you still feel like you're performing or hiding. Choose one small moment to show up just 10% more fully as the authentic you. And what does that mean? Well, that could be sharing an opinion you usually keep quiet, or wearing something that feels more true to your spirit, to your nature, or even saying no to something that doesn't align, even if it's going to disappoint somebody else. Because honoring your essence doesn't always look loud. It just has to be real. So if this resonated, come find me on Instagram at I'm Stepping Into Me. I'd love to hear what insights you discovered. See you next week, guys.